So this week's tune of the week is from Evanescence. Caught up with Amy earlier. We talked about the new upcoming album, Sanctuary, which is due out on June 5th. One of the things that she mentioned was how we're all living in a matrix. Felt that was like a nice link to Dog Star, you know what I mean? I am going to make it happen. It's going to happen.
Tune of the week!
So let's talk about the track first. Tell me about it, because again, it's a banger. That goes without saying.
Thank you.
And it sounds amazing. Like, sonically, it sounds incredible.
Thank you.
And then the one lyric which really jumped out at me, maybe it's just currently because of what I've been seeing online about certain things and stuff people are posting, without getting into that too much, is like, when all your faith in reality fades away, who will you follow?
Yeah.
And I feel that's very appropriate currently, because the idea of what reality is seems to be very elastic currently.
Suddenly it's so subjective, right? What is real? Yeah. Is this the Matrix? Is this real life? And I feel like our music, for me, and this record, and having this to focus on and having this place to pour lyrics into, this is where we find each other. This is the part where I feel like, for me, it's where we can look each other in the eyes and go, this is what's real. Like, I went through that with you. I saw that too. Here we are in what's real. And I think that, you know, our music, the word Sanctuary, our album title, our music in so many ways is a sanctuary for us and for our fans, because it's a place where we're free to release, you know, all of our feelings and pour in together and unite over music in general. And at this point, you know, 20 plus years in, like, all that we've been through together and all this music has been the soundtrack to for us together. But nowadays, more than ever, I feel the need for a sanctuary of truth with people, like with what is actually real, not what is being fed to us on our screens, from AI to whatever the government is feeding us, to what we have seen with our own eyes and we know to be true, and what we feel in our hearts. Yeah. So all of those things.
I feel that's why most people are so conflicted currently, because that seems to be the way things are. I guess it's always been like that. There's no denying, you know, it's always been bread and circus to keep people entertained and distracted. Sure. But I agree with you, and that's what I was going to talk to you about, the album title, because I think that is the thing that has always been something that I've kind of fallen back on as a means of both escape but also comfort, and, as you say, like a grounding reality of things. And I think that's what's so important about music, especially within, you know, the quote-unquote heavy music world, because when that first resonates you, that's when you find the people that are going to be your people. Your people for life.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, I agree.
And as we've gone through these big, major, massive, like, worldwide issues, like the pandemic, like, where we need so badly to find each other, you know, to reach somebody else on a deep level, on a human level, you know, beyond all the noise, beyond all the distraction, beyond all the chaos, beyond all the manipulation. We have had enough. And yeah, like you said, like, of course it's always been this, but this is a level that I have never been awake to like this until the last 5 years, you know, just ramping up continuously, especially where I feel like freedom of expression and freedom of speech are literally under attack, which my rebellious heart, I can't help that makes me want to scream from the rooftops more than ever. So a lot of this is me being myself, and it's not all political, but this is the world we live in. This is what's been forced upon us. Yeah. So, you know, how we respond to the moment and how we react, I think that's the only thing we really have control over.
Yeah, and I agree. I don't think politics has to even come into it when you think about the fact that, you know, you only need to see it at a concert when you're there and you're in the moment and everybody's connected. And it is like a massive connection as well. Like, it's a very palpable thing, right? And you know that from playing shows, but also being at shows. I think it works on both sides of the stage.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and that's when you realize when picking sides doesn't make any difference, because everybody's the same.
That's right. That's humanity. at its core. We are in this together, like it or not.
Yeah. I'm stoked about the people you're working with, and I don't want to get into that again because we discussed it last time. But yeah, I'm just very excited about this record because I feel like there's a certain group of artists of the stature and caliber that you're at that when they first put records out are suddenly again having this incredible moment. And I see it with Deftones, I see it with Korn, I see it with a lot of artists, and I feel that around your band as well. There's like a crackling energy, and I feel like this record is going to be I don't know why, it's not like you've been away. None of those bands have been away. It just feels like what we were saying about when you find your people, that's your music, it just exists whatever, right? And you do your thing, and that's your world. But every so often the wheel sort of turns around and the eye of Sauron looks upon everybody, and it feels like those things get amplified, and I just feel like that. I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything, but I feel
I think that makes perfect sense, actually. And it's not, I think it might be about more than just, the certain number of years having gone by for the bands of the 2000s or whatever, rock from 20 years ago. The artists that you mentioned, Deftones, Korn, like, think about what we just talked about and what we're facing and how we're trying to find reality. I think people are starved for authenticity.
Yep.
And the thing, that has kept, to me, those bands alive, and I think mine as well, besides staying in the game and touring and making new music all that time, is the fact that we have been true to ourselves in the art, in the creation, in the lyrics, and everything else. Like, it's always been about having something to say that's real in your heart, not feeding the mainstream machine, which oftentimes likes to pretend, at least over here, like rock is dead. It's so not.
Yeah.
Like that I mean, like, you can look at the live shows and the numbers and what is happening in reality, what people are listening to, and what we're doing with their time. Rock is huge.
Yeah.
Whether or not the biggest mainstream platforms want to acknowledge that or not doesn't actually really matter. We've been here the whole time. So I think for a lot of bands, like, we kind of just didn't play into it and try to follow a trend. We just remained the same because we knew the value in that, and that's why we're in it.
Yeah.
I'm not in it to win the popularity contest. Like, Fallen did so much better than I ever imagined that we would do, and it sort of just opened the world up, like this channel of communication between us so that people could hear it. And we just used that, like, and made music every time it made sense, every time there was a reason, every time there was a calling in my heart. It's like, okay, we're doing this, we're making a song, we're making an album, whatever it is. Yeah. I think that's the point. I think that is the point. We're really, really tired of the fake, spoon-fed, like, pandering crap that is fed to us on every level, not just about music, just media in general. Yeah. It's just fake so much. And I don't know, if you know any better, you see that instantly and change the channel, instantly and change the station. Like, I want to be the thing. I want to be one of the good ones that's making something real, and it's saying something true and saying something real and just staying true to the heart, because it's so much better that way. I don't need your approval. I'm glad you like it. But I think part of the reason you like it is because I don't need your approval.